Brian, this fight was announced about a good 2 months after a lot of the other fights were announced. Your girlfriend Misha Tate is also on this card. Was it a matter of, hey, I really want to get on this card because it helps the two of you? Did they come to you? This was only about a month ago, right?
Yeah.
Or were we waiting on clearance for you to, get healthy or just have a green light of some sorts?
No, what was it, back in the end of February, early April, I told him, Sean Shelby I was ready to fight. And just in my position, it was a matter of him finding, I guess, a suitable opponent, somebody who is a top guy that, I'm coming off a loss to Sun Sao. And, I think he was just trying to wait and find a good opponent that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was actually didn't really want to fight on the same card as Misha. I corner her and I coach her. And, as you've seen, she's been in my corner pretty much my UFC career now. And so that makes things a little interesting. So I asked Sean, hey, if you're going to put me on this card, can I just fight early, maybe one of the first 2 or 3 fights, and, so I have a time break to get back and get, everything together to help Misha out. If she's the co-main event, there should be, at least 3-4 hours in between that time. So hopefully, they accommodate me on that.
He didn't really like the fact that you wanted to fight him. And it wasn't a disrespectful call-out. It was just you kind of thought their styles would match up good, and it just seemed like a good guy, a highly ranked guy, right?
Yeah, I actually want to clear the air on some of that for anybody who's listening. I don't follow social media stuff hardly at all. Misha actually does some of my Twitter for me. I haven't looked on Twitter probably for over a year, not even once. In my
Really?
Profile. Yeah, so I don't look on there. I don't go online and look at all that stuff. I stay to my private Facebook with my family and friends. I don't go on there. And when I called him out, I guess it was like a week right after he got his jaw broken and was, contemplating retirement. I had no clue about that. I did an interview and they asked, hey, who do you want to fight? And I knew at the time Eddie Wineland was ranked 5th. He was right in the top 5. And, I thought it was a great opponent because he is tough and because I do respect him. I was like, he's the ranked 5th right at the top 5 spot. He's a perfect guy to try to fight to break in the top 5 at the time. He's a former champion, like I said. And, I think it's going to make a really exciting, exciting fight. And, so I said, I would love to fight Wineland to push myself and to test myself, not because I think he's going to be easy to fight by no means. And no one decided to tell me on the interview, like, hey, by the way, he broke his jaw. I don't even know if that was released at that time because I think it was literally like a week or so or 2 weeks afterwards.